ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः।
Dear friends, welcome back to the study of the Bhagavad Gita, and we were studying the 7th chapter. We had covered 14 verses of the 7th chapter. We are in a very interesting state. What is that interesting state? The interesting state is, in this 7th chapter, Sri Krishna is trying to teach us how to see God everywhere, how to be aware of the presence of the divine everywhere. That is the subject matter of this chapter. Initially, he said, Jnanam sahitam vijnanam pravakshami. I'm going to explain to you what? First, have a perfect, crystal clear, intellectual conviction of what is meant by presence of God in every moment of our life. That is the first thing. And having had that intellectual clarity and conviction, how you can transform it into an experience. I am everywhere. I am with God and I am everywhere. Good enough. And he had told us little catch points. You know how to see God everywhere. You see fluids. No, the fluidity of fluid is me. No, the capacity to burn is fire is me. No, the capacity of air to carry sound waves to you is me. No, that valor in a human which helps him to convert himself into a divine, that valor is me. He has given these catch points. And when we think over, and in my day-to-day life, I forget. And it's very natural and spontaneous that I forget. Though I have been told 1,000,000 times, though I have heard of it 1,000,000 times, but I forget. Why this forgetfulness? I am honest. I am sincere. I am devoted and dedicated to educate myself. There's no question about that. But somehow or other, I am unable to stick on to that. Why so? This is the interesting point of this chapter. And Sri Krishna created this ground for us so that we are now prepared to understand why so. So he now introduces the subject. What is the introduction? That look, I will tell you. There are 3 different types of attitude which a man or a human lives in this world. One attitude is total clarity of understanding. The other attitude is egocentric dynamism. I must do this, I must do that, I must achieve it, I must achieve that. He's extremely dynamic and outgoing. And the third is the other extreme opposite, that here is transparency in sattvic guna, enlightened ideas, and here is total indolent tamasic ideas. I'm happy. I eat, drink, and I'm happy. I want nothing else. Even if you are going down the drain, even then you think, I am happy. That is another extreme. The two extremes of indolence and enlightenment, and in between is the dynamic action of an egocentric human. He says, look, these three different attitudes, they are inseparables. They are an integrated whole known as Sattva, Raja and Tama. I need not go to the detail, I have detailed and explained to you earlier. Sattva, Raja, Tama, they are integrated whole and they are known as Tribhi Gunamair Maya. They are known as Maya and they are Tina Gunamai, Trigunatmika Maya. And this Maya is known as Ajnana Shakti, Avidya Shakti, Mahamaya. That is a force, a throbbing, vibrating, active force. People, somehow or other, they are totally under delusion, influenced by these forces, and they are so carried away by the external appearance and the attitudes that they forget that I am behind all this. I am the basis of all this. Somehow or other they cannot retain it in their mind. Though they have heard 1,000,000 times, but they cannot retain it. This is the interesting part of it. It explains away those category of people, male or female, there is no gender difference here. Those type of humans, they are dedicated, they are determined, they are devoted to be one with God and live in God, with God, for the sake of serving God's children, and that too by the blessings of God. Nothing but God in their life. We are like that, we want to be so, but somehow or other we are unable to do so. Why so? Sri Krishna is now explaining one of the most important pillars of Vedantic concept, Maya. Maya, two words. Ma means not, Ya means as it appears to be. Maya. It is not what it appears to be. That is the meaning of the word Maya. Now let us see in practical life, what does it mean? I see you, and immediately as I see me, I am real. I think you are also real. But what is the definition of reality? The definition of reality, that which is immutable, that which is changeless, when past, present, and future has no effect on it. It is eternal, it is immutable, it is absolute. That is reality. Whereas I know I was born 95 years ago. I was a newborn babe. And today, after 95 years, I am a tottering old man with a foot in my grave. And I think I am real. Where did that baby go? Where did that child go? Where did that adolescent go? Where did that young man go? They are all changing. Every moment, the biological scientists say that there are thousands and thousands of cells destroyed and created in the human body every moment. So that's not real. It was not there. It was there. It is there. It is no more there. It has disappeared in time. So it does not fit in with the definition of reality. But I take this world, my life, and everything as real. So I am now totally misled, confused. That which is not real, I see it as a real. Whereas the reality actually comes from awareness of my amness. When I was able to express myself, I said, I am. And that experience of my amness, experience of my misness, has continued through these 95 years. The body changes, my mind changes, my prana changes, everything is changing in time. I'm getting old and older and older. But my amness remains permanent. So here you are. When I say I am, I am aware of my eternal existence, at least during the span of my life. There has never been an interruption of the awareness of my amness. I am, that is why the world is. So dear, we are saying I am. That experience is there. But I forget that and I transfer that sense of reality into unreal things and say this is real. Atasmin tat buddhi. That which is not so, I think it to be so. Atasmin tat buddhi. That is Bhikshepa Shakti. I have explained to you before, I'll repeat it again because this is the main, I would say, foundation of the Vedanta philosophy. Atma and Maya. Brahma and Brahma Shakti, Maya Shakti. So we will try to elaborate it as much as we can. So we have seen this problem in our life, that we accept unreal, transitory, effervescence things as a real, non-transitory, immutable. Because of that original fault of thinking, we make ourselves victim of all types of miseries, or so-called transitory happiness, which when disappears, leaves us miserable. This is what we are. So now, Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Swayam, never forget that, he is now explaining to you why it happens so and how you can come out of this situation. We have read the 14th shloka. He says in the 12th shloka, he says that there are three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, and with these three gunas, the whole world is in motion, and you feel they are all on me and I am in them and all that. It is wrong. They are in me, but I do not belong to them. I am not under their thumb. God says, you are Maya Adhina, but God is Maya Adhisha. And in between these two stages, let us explain those who are realized souls, Jivana Muktas in this life, they are Maya Mukta. What does it mean? They are not under the influence of Maya. They have liberated themselves from the influence of Maya, but they see Maya everywhere. The Maya has no hold on them. And God is the ruler of Maya. He manages the forces of Maya. So, Maya Adhina, Maya Muktaha, Maya Adhisha, and ultimately the Absolute is Maya Atita. He will now explain to you what is it. He says, Mohitam navi janati mamebhya param abhyayam. I am beyond all this. They do not know. And that is why they are being buffeted by circumstances or victim of circumstances. Now he explains that force. You know why? Until unless you know a thing, you can't have a mastery on it. Knowledge is power. Jnana is Shakti. In Swamiji's literature, you will find he has highlighted this at many places. Knowledge is power. What is knowledge is power? I will be very frank with you and give you a concrete, tangible example. Most of you are highly qualified in information technology, computer sciences. And I, an old fossil, I know nothing about it. I'm always afraid I may make some mistake and I may damage my mobile phone. Why? Because I have no knowledge about it. And you have knowledge about it. With your mobile phone, you interact with the whole world. You have the knowledge of utilizing that wisdom, and you are the master, the ruler of that object. So, jnana goes into Shakti. Jnana gives you power. Now, jnana is an intellectual understanding. So, Sri Krishna here is trying to explain you intellectually what is Maya. Once you know what is Maya and what is its manifestation, if you know the basis and its manifestation, you are in control of it. It does not have any hold on you, you rather have a hold on it. This is why Maya needs to be very well defined by God and very well equally understood by us. So we have read the 14th shloka. Let us quickly read it and move on to others. Daivi he esha gunam hi mama maya durattaya. Mama gunamai daivi hi esha maya durattaya. What does it mean? This concept of Maya, which is an actual throbbing, vibrating force active in our life, this duramai, that is durattaya, very difficult to cross over. Crossover means to have control on it. Or, on the other point of view, not to be under its influence. They are almost the same thing, the obverse and reverse of the same coin, looked at from two different perspectives. Durattaya. It is difficult to cross over. Crossover means to cross over the ignorance about it which surrounds itself. So, but it comes from me. It is in me and it is manifested in me. And I am the ruler, Maya Adhisha. Esha gunamai Maya durattaya. it is very difficult to cross. When you cross it, it does not disappear. It has lost its hold on you. You have crossed a turbulent river in flood. You have crossed it. The river does not disappear. The river is still there for others. You have crossed it. That means you as an individual, you are not under the influence of Maya. That is, you have crossed it. Maya has no influence on you. Whether it is Maya Mukta, the difference is you cannot make the Maya play, whereas God can make the Maya play. That is why he says, Mama Maya. This is mine. It is in me. But it is extremely difficult to cross over. But you can cross over. How? Mam eva je prapadyante. Those who take total shelter in me. The word prapadyante is impregnated with various ideas. And I will threadbare it to you. I'll explain it to you. Let us use the word prapadyante now. Those who take shelter in me. Let me start with that. Those who take shelter in me, mayam etam taranti te. They go across the Maya. They go across. That means Maya has lost its influence, its hold on that individual. Who is that individual? Who takes a shelter under my guidance and care. Now this word prapadyante. Prakrishta rupena padyanti. What is it? Pada. A state. What is that state? God. In whatever form you can, get hold of the concept of God. To what extent? Your whole being is saturated by Him, by His presence, with the awareness of His presence in your life. Please remember this. So, from the practical point of view, not grammatical, not linguistic, I'm not going to do, not philosophical, pedantic, no. Let us see what it means in reality. What have I to do? He says, Mameva je prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. He says, if you can saturate yourself with me, in me, for my sake, if you saturate your whole being with me, in me, Maya will lose its hold on you. Maya remains for the world, but this individual comes out to me. So what is it? Practically, what does it mean? We have so many words in English, in Sanskrit also. Let us take up each and every word. Devoted. We are devotees. Devoted. What does devoted means? Emotionally inseparable. Deeply in love. Deeply infatuated. Your whole emotional being is drawn towards Him and Him alone, nobody else. This is devotion. Good enough, I put it aside. What is dedication? Whatever I do, I give it. Charity, philanthropy, I give. Why? Emotionally I feel for the person, and rationally I know this is my social duty. They only live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. That is what Swami Vivekananda described. If you want to live properly, live for others. That is real life, interacting in the whole world. Give and give and give. You are an ocean. It is endless. Give all that you have, and He will fill it up. Dedicated means you are emotionally involved, guided by your rationality. So your emotionality and your rationality is being blended together. Next, your ingenuity. Today, you see a beggar. You are emotionally upset. You give him $1. You walk away. You are a giver. But again, listen, how the attitude can be changed. Swamiji says, those days are gone. I'm quoting. Those days are gone when the giver is to stand up and give, and the receiver is to kneel down and receive. You are the high and mighty, and He is the lowliest of the low, and you are giving. Egoistic activity. You are inflating your ego. I am the giver. I am a charitable person. Those days are gone. What is the new concept? Let the giver kneel down and give. Let the receiver stand up and receive. Why? Because the receiver is a manifestation of the divine. And you are giving to the divine. You are giving all that you have to the divine. The divine receives it and blesses you, prays for you. The concept of giving egoistically is being transferred now, offering yourself and your services to God. Dedication. Each word you see how they have highlighted different attitudes of a performer, of a doer. Prapadyante means here all the attitudes that you can think of, rational, emotional, and ingenuous. Convert your life into a respectful, reverential interaction with the divine. That is Prapadyante in reality. Don't be carried away by words. Don't be carried away by synonyms or dictionary meanings. What is it in performance? Prapadyante now means the Gita in the 9th chapter has a shloka which gives you an idea of what Prapadyante should be. Listen to that shloka relevant to the word Prapadyante. Jat karoshi, whatever you have to perform, propelled by your sense of duty. Jat ashnashi, whatever you absorb, grossest of the gross food and subtlest of the subtle idea. Jat karoshi, jad ashnashi, jad juhashi, the sacred ritualistic activities that you perform. Dadashijat, whatever you give by way of charity. Jat tapasyasi kaunteya, hey Kuntiputra Arjuna, whatever tapasya you perform, tapasya is a dedicated, determined, devoted activity to reach your goal. Everything included. Tat kurusha, please do so. You have no option. But keep in mind, tat kurusha mad arpanam kurusha. Kurusha is lot lokar. That's a grammatical usage. You have no other way. Perform it. Let your flow of life flow. Let your flow of life flow. Let it flow, rotating around the awareness of presence of the divine. That is Prapadyante in practice. What happens to you psychically? This is rationally and emotionally. What happens to your personality? By constant remembering the divine, reverentially and respectfully, with all emotion and affection and devotion, with a conviction, all is happening is the process of being and becoming has started. In the Upanishads you read the other day, Jayat adaksharam adhigamyate. But that type of learning by means of which you be and become one with the Absolute. Jaya, by means of which tataksharam, that immutable Absolute, adhigamyate, prapnoti, avinnataya prapnoti. You become inseparable with it. Your whole personality, like water, has been saturated with sweetness by crystals of sugar. You have made yourself a god. So how can Maya? You are God now. Only the difference is he is a ruler, and here it has no effect on you. You can't rule on it, but you can rule on the effectiveness of Maya on you. Let us be very, very clear. Absolutely razor thin distinction. Maya adhina, Maya mukta, Maya adhisha, Maya atita. Those who prapadyante, they taranti, they go beyond. What is that going beyond? They are no more under the influence of Maya, but they are not the rulers of Maya. This is how Sri Krishna tells you, if you want to get rid of this absolutely insoluble problem of Maya, please saturate yourself, your whole personality. Please saturate yourself with me and me alone. Then you will go beyond the whole of Maya. I will see to it that Maya does not have any influence on you, in a hold on you. That I will see. This is how Sri Krishna assures you that if you come to me, if you have a hold on me, if you merge with me, if you saturate yourself with me, that is the only way that you can get rid of the influence of Maya of which you are a victim. That is, you become one with God. Now, why is it that we are unable to do so? Let us go to the next shloka. Shloka number 15. Namang dushkritino mura prapadyante naradhamaha. The first line of the shloka, the verse. Maya aparita jnana asuram bhavam ashritaha. This is the verse. Let us paraphrase it for you. Dushkritina mura naradhama. Nara adhama, the lowest strata of human being, unenlightened human being. If you want to generalize, people who are under great influence of tama and raja. Tama pradhana, that is predominant, say for instance, it is 100%. And 33 1/3%, 33 1/3%, 33 1/3%. It is balanced. Now, by your perseverance, by your effort, you try the sattvic qualities to imbibe in you, and your sattva guna raises to 90. Where does extra 33 1/3 to 90 comes from? From the other two. They diminish. A Rajaguni goes to 90%, Sattva guna and Tamaguna diminishes, Rajaguna goes to 90%. And Tamaguna goes to 90%, Rajaguna and Sattva. 100% is the total. That is how you understand. They are abhinya. They cannot be separated. They are integrated whole. Trigunatmika maya, atmika. They are not quality, that is their nature. So, Trigunatmika maya. Now, of those people who are influenced by maya, some of them are nara adhama. Adhama means the lowest strata of human being. Lowest from what perspective? Spiritual perspective. From spiritual perspective, you see some people whose sense of value, sense of behavior, sense of activity and all that is almost at par with a beast, a little enlightened. Eat, drink and be merry, tomorrow we die. There are humans of that sort. So, they are dushkritino. They are not cultivating the good acts of life. They are nara adhama, the lowest strata of human being, and they are mura. Mura means totally confused. And they are like that. They do not worship me. They do not care for me. What to worshipping and care? They do not accept my presence. They do not accept my being. Godless, egocentric people. In a short English language, godless, egocentric people. Naradhava. They are dushkritakari. All their acts and deeds takes them away from the divine. They remain in this biological world. Maya aparita jnana ashuram bhavam ashritaha. In our scriptures, there are two types of humans. Shura and Ashura. What is that? Shura is those who want to divinize themselves. And Ashura is those who do not want to divine themselves. So he is now, Sri Krishna now, having defined what is Maya, Sri Krishna now is trying to explain to you to which category humans fall. He makes it in two categories. One is Shura and the other is Asura. Asurasya bhavam asura. The attitude of him is Asura bhava. And they are Asura by their nature. They do not think of me, they do not bother of me, they are not even aware of my presence, they deny my presence. So they live in that domain of their life and they do not namam prapadyante. They don't devote themselves towards me. That is a category of people. And what are the other group of people? The next is shloka number 16. Chaturbidha bhajante mam. Of the Sura type, those who are aware of me, those who want to interact with me, of them there are four groups of people. Chaturbidha, four types, four groups. They worship me. They are Shukritino, not Dushkritino. They perform things in a right manner and that performance leads them towards me. Duskritina takes them away from me. Sukritina they take towards me. Four types of them. Those who are inclined towards me. Who are they? Artaha. A man who is in great danger, great agony, great difficulty. Oh God, help me please. When we are godless people, but we believe that he is, but somehow or other, under the influence of Maya, I am Dushkritina. But during my lifestyle, during my flow of life, I find myself in such a jam. I say, oh God, please help me out. I am Artha. I am in great agony, great danger, great pain, and automatically I say, oh God, help me out. That is one type of person, one group of people who think of me. Artha. Jigyashu, the second category, second group. Artha, people who are in terrible mess and they see darkness everywhere. Then they look towards skies and say, oh God, help me. That is one group who are compelled to think of God because of their situation. A miserable, agonizing situation. A. What is B? Jigyashu. I am rational. I am introspective. I would like to ask questions and get proper answers. In the world, we see everything that is created has a creator. This is a creation. This whole cosmos. Is there a creator? Who is he? How do I know him? Is there any relation between him and me? If there is, how do I establish that relation? And by establishing that relation, how I can be one with him? How and why, how and why, how and why, if and so. Jigyashu, inquirer, a perpetual questioner. I would like to know. No, I would like to know. I am an inquisitive inquirer. I'm not sure. People have told me so. Scripture says so, I have heard so. I would like to know if God is there or not. If He is there, who He is, what He is. And if He is the maker of this universe, I am also a product of His. What is my relationship with Him? What could be my relation with my God? All these questions come up in his mind, rotating around, inquiring about God, questioning about God. This is category B, group B. Group A is Artha, group B is Jigyasu. Jigyasu, one who is besieged of questioning. Artha, Jigyasu. Next is Artharthi. Who is Artharthi? I desire to have something. And my means are limited. I know it is impossible. Almost. But I am told if God wills it, it happens. That's what I am told. So I keep on praying. Oh God, please give me this. Oh God, I want to have this. Please give me this. You make his life miserable with your prayer. What does it mean? You have accepted the presence of God. Jigyashu is still questioning. Artha is in great danger. He's howling and shouting to save himself. That is an Artha. He has nothing but to save himself. He thinks of God. Here is an inquirer, a questioner. The third, he knows God is. If God wills, impossible can be made possible. Knowing all that full well, he asks from God. He is the third category. Artha, Jigyashu, Artharthi. A man desirous of his fulfillment of his ambition. Man desirous of fulfillment of his ambition, knowing full well God only can give, he goes to God to ask for it. He is a little more convinced about God and God's qualities. Artha, Jigyashu, Artharthi, and the last category is Jnani. He has known God, he has experienced the presence of God as what am I is nothing else but God himself. What I know as I am is a mistaken identity, is a misnomer. He is, I am in him. I am a reflection of a sun on a pot of water. I am the reflection, he is the truth. I am the Abhasha, he is Chaitanya. I am Chidabhasha, he is Chaitanya. He knows about God. He has nothing to ask, nothing to question, nothing to pray. He is absolutely poised in the excellence, majesty, regality of his own soul. God is in me. He is a realized soul and he lives in this world helping others to come to that goal. He says they are the 4 types of people who are Sukritana. They are virtuous people, not sinful. They are virtuous people and they are of this category and they Bhajante Bhav. They worship me, they Prapadyante. They are totally involved in me. So dears, slowly and slowly, Sri Krishna is now trying to tell you where you stand. And as a human, I will tell you, I fluctuate or migrate between an artha, a jigyashu, and an artharthi. I am not yet a Gani. We migrate through these three states. When we are in great difficulty, we howl and shout for God to help me out. When I am very sane and proper, I am introspective, I would like to find out who is God, who is He, what is He, who am I, what am I, is there any relation between me and my God? Jigyashu. Artharthi, I am driven by my ego, I want things of the world, and I know God is there to help me, and I seek His help. And Jnani is a person who has known and understood, and he is there to show you, you can come to that height. You can come to that level. And all of them, Mam Bhajante, they worship me, Mam Prapadyante, they take shelter under me. Bhajante means they are always involved in me rationally and emotionally. Ingenuously, they convert every act of life rotating around the awareness of my presence. This is the secret. Artha, Jigyashu, Artharthi, Jnani, they fall in the category of Shukritina, and they Mam Bhajante. They worship me, they come close to me. And Naradhama, Maya Aparita Jnana, they are Dushkritina. They don't perform their duties of life, dedicating it to me, they perform their own self-interest. This is how Sri Krishna has now explained us and our attitudes properly, and now he will slowly and slowly, he will ask you, he will rather, how do I put it? He will aspire you to come out of that area of Sukritina, come into area of Dushkritina, and then slowly and slowly merge into him. The remaining shlokas will take you there. And then in the 17th shloka, which will be the study of our next day, he defines who is a Jnani. I just cursorily told you, one who knows who God is. He will tell you how to identify a Jnani in this world of yours with your emotion and your rationality, and how you can follow him to reach the goal. He is teaching you how to uplift yourself from where you are to where you should be. So dears, we'll meet again next Sunday and we'll develop that idea. We have covered now 16 shlokas. If we want to, we can come back to it for a short revision next day and move on to the 17th shloka. This concept of Artha, Jigyashu, Artharthi can be looked at from various perspectives. But let us concentrate on the practicality of it. Let us not be pedantic, or let us not be unrelated intellectual. Let us be practical, spiritual practitioners. So I will always try to help you to have a route what you have to do. Thank you, dears. Thank you for your patience. God bless us all.
Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.